Yo, what's up everybody? I am back with a new video. And this time, we're diving deep into the heart of Singapore. See, this city-state often gets hit with a label, boring. But is that even true? Like, for real? For real? Singapore is considered one of the safest places on the planet, maybe even safest. Low crime, squeaky clean streets, it's practically a utopia. But some people say that safety comes at the cost of excitement. They say it's all rules and regulations with no room for spontaneity. So, we're hitting the streets to find out if Singapore is just misunderstood. We're talking to locals, exploring hidden gems, and really trying to understand what makes this city tick. Is it a boring utopia, or is there more than meets the eye? Stick around to find out. First things first, let's address the elephant in the room, or should I say, the lack of an elephant in the room, because the crime rate is so low. Seriously, Singapore is ridiculously safe. You can walk around at night without constantly looking over your shoulder. You can leave your phone on a table while you grab a coffee, and it'll probably still be there when you get back. I know, crazy, right? This sense of security is a big deal for a lot of people. It means parents can let their kids walk to school alone. It means you can focus on enjoying the city without worrying about getting pickpocketed. But is this safety just an illusion? Are we sacrificing freedom for security? Let's find out. Okay, so here's the thing. Singapore has a lot of rules, and I mean, we're talking fines for chewing gum, jaywalking, even feeding pigeons. Some people see these strict laws as a necessary evil, the price we pay for safety and order. Others think it's a little over the top. But here's the thing about rules, they create a sense of order. When everyone knows the deal, things tend to run smoothly. And let's be real, some of the rules are just common sense, like not littering. That's just being a decent human being. One thing you can't deny about Singapore is its incredible public transportation. The MRT, the buses, it's all so clean, efficient and reliable. You can get from one end of the island to the other without breaking a sweat. No traffic jams, no road rage, just smooth sailing. This ease of movement is a game changer. It means you can pack your day with activities without worrying about transportation headaches. It also means you don't need to own a car, which is a huge plus in a city where owning a vehicle can cost an arm and a leg. Let's be real, nobody likes a dirty city, and Singapore, this place is spotless. Like, seriously, you could probably eat off the sidewalks. Okay, maybe not literally, but you get the point. The streets are constantly being cleaned, there's barely any litter, and even the public restrooms are surprisingly decent. This level of cleanliness isn't just about aesthetics, it's about public health and pride. It shows that the people care about their city and are invested in keeping it clean. Plus, it's just nice to walk around a place that doesn't smell like a dumpster fire. Okay, so here's where some people might say Singapore falls short. Spontaneity. You won't find many street performers, random pop-up markets, or impromptu block parties. Things are generally planned and organized, which can feel a bit, well, sterile to some. But here's the thing, not everyone thrives on chaos. Some people, myself included sometimes, appreciate knowing what to expect. And just because things are organized doesn't mean they're not enjoyable. Singapore has a ton of festivals, events, and cultural experiences. You just have to know where to look. Singapore has a lot of eyes watching, and I'm not just talking about the friendly locals. CCTV cameras are everywhere, keeping a watchful eye on things. This constant surveillance is definitely a factor in the low crime rate, but it also raises some privacy concerns. Some people argue that if you're not doing anything wrong, you have nothing to worry about. Others feel like Big Brother is always watching, and that's not a comfortable feeling. It's a complex issue with no easy answers. Compared to some other major cities, Singapore's nightlife can feel a bit tame. Sure, there are bars and clubs, but they tend to close earlier, and there aren't as many late-night options. This can be a bummer for night owls and party animals looking to let loose, but hey, maybe that's not such a bad thing. Maybe it just means Singaporeans prioritize their sleep. Plus, it forces you to get creative with your fun. Instead of hitting the club, maybe you check out a late-night hawker center or go for a scenic walk along the river. Singapore has some cultural and entertainment restrictions that might surprise some visitors. For example, certain films and music might be censored, and public displays of affection are generally frowned upon. These restrictions stem from a desire to maintain social harmony and respect different cultural sensitivities. While some people might see these restrictions as a form of censorship, others appreciate the emphasis on respect and cultural sensitivity. It's all about perspective, right? With all its rules and regulations, Singapore has earned a bit of a reputation as a nanny state. Some people feel like the government is a little too involved in their lives, dictating everything from what they can chew to where they can spit. But others argue that this nanny state mentality is what makes Singapore so safe, clean, and efficient. They appreciate the government's proactive approach to solving problems and creating a high quality of life for its citizens. Okay, so maybe I've been a little hard on Singapore's nightlife. The truth is, there's a whole other side to this city that comes alive after dark. You just have to know where to look. From underground speakeasies to vibrant hawker centers serving up delicious food until the wee hours, there's a surprising amount of energy pulsating beneath the surface. Singapore might not have the same kind of in-your-face nightlife as some other cities, but that doesn't mean it's boring. It just means you have to dig a little deeper, explore a little further, and be open to discovering its hidden gems. So, is Singapore boring? After spending time here, exploring its streets, talking to locals, and experiencing its unique rhythm, I'd have to say, absolutely not. Sure, it's safe, clean, and orderly, but it's also a vibrant, diverse, and surprisingly dynamic city with its own unique charm. Singapore is a city of contrasts. It's a place where East meets West, where ancient traditions coexist with modern marvels, and where you can find Michelin-starred restaurants next to humble hawker stalls. It's a city that challenges your perceptions and rewards those who are willing to look beyond the surface. As one local put it, Singapore is a fine city in every sense of the word, and you know what, they're right. It's a city that might not be for everyone, but it's a city that deserves a second look. So next time someone tells you Singapore is boring, tell them to come back and see it with fresh eyes. Peace out!